If I told you the universe has already prepared your $50,000 and it's just waiting on one sentence from you, would you dare speak it? Dear soul, most people sleepwalk through life, hypnotized by scarcity, programmed to believe that wealth is for someone else. But that belief, it's the spell. It's the gatekeeper standing between you and the fortune that's already encoded into your vibration. You were never meant to be broke. You were trained into it. Somewhere between your first heartbreak and your last overdue bill, you accepted a silent contract with lack. But the universe, it never signed that contract. Genevieve Behrend said, "Your mind is a center of divine operation." That means reality bends to your mental blueprint. This isn't motivational fluff. This is engineering. Consciousness engineering. The moment you shift your internal blueprint, the structure of reality has no choice but to obey. You don't get rich by chasing money. You get rich by commanding energy, because money is just energy in obedient form. Right now, every word you speak is either constructing a palace or building a prison. You must stop treating your bank account like your source of truth. Your state of being is your real account balance. And if you can feel $50 million with absolute certainty, if you can see it, taste it, know it before it shows up, you've already initiated the transfer. But here's the part no one tells you. The universe doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to conviction, to command, to embodiment. You don't ask for $50 million, you assume it. You own it in the mind until the world has no choice but to conform. And that starts now. Pause with me. Breathe deep. Because it's not random that this video found you right now. Maybe it's 2:13 a.m. Maybe you're in your room staring at the ceiling or sitting in your car thinking about how everything's going to change, and then Tikan, his voice arrived. That's not luck, that's alignment. And now that you've heard it, the shift has already begun. Dear soul, you've been lied to, not maliciously but methodically. They taught you to beg, to hustle, to shrink. But you were never meant to bow before money. You were born to stand in command of it. This is where the psychological revolution begins, right here in the silence between your thoughts, where you realize you are not the one chasing wealth. You are the one it's been looking for. $50 million isn't a fantasy. It's a frequency. And you either tune into it or keep sabotaging it with doubt, unworthiness, and apology. Genevieve Behrend said something most people ignore. Spirit is the source of all supply. That means the cash, the car, the kingdom, they don't come from clients, bosses, or banks. They come from you, your vibration, your projection, your decree. So let's get brutally honest. If your life doesn't look like what you want, it's not because the universe said no. It's because your thoughts whispered, "I don't deserve it," and the universe obeyed. But that stops right here. Right now, I want you to comment this phrase below, twice. Because repetition codes the subconscious. I no longer chase, I command. Abundance obeys me. Write it, say it, feel it, twice, right now. This is how you initiate a new identity, through language, emotion, and repetition. This isn't manifestation, this is recalibration. When you begin to speak like a man who expects miracles, miracles arrive. When you walk through your home like a man who already owns empires, the world starts delivering the deeds. No more soft wishes, no more polite begging. From now on, every sentence you speak is a decree, every breath a signal to the infinite, every thought an architect. And the blueprint you're drawing now, it's made of gold. You've spent enough time in survival mode. It's time to remember the truth. You're not here to compete in the old system. You're here to replace it. He next section, that's where we go even deeper, into embodiment, into becoming. Shall we continue, dear soul? Dear soul, it's not enough to say the right words. You have to become the man who speaks them. If your nervous system still flinches when you imagine seeing $50 million in your account, if your stomach tightens when you think of spending money with ease, if your body is still addicted to scarcity, then the words are just noise. The universe doesn't respond to noise. It responds to resonance. The man who manifests millions doesn't hope it works. He embodies the reality before it arrives. He doesn't visualize wealth and then check his bank account in panic. He doesn't pray for abundance and then drown in doubt. He walks into rooms with silent certainty. He looks at his reflection and knows the world bends for him. And the difference between you and him, nothing but calibration. Genevieve taught the mind must hold a clear, calm, confident image of what it desires, not frantic, not desperate, certain. So here's your initiation. Sit back, close your eyes. Let's tune your field. You're in your home. The sun filters through the windows of a house you own, not rent, own. You check your phone and the balance reads $50,000. No shock, no scream, just a calm exhale. A quiet, of course. Because you're not surprised, you're aligned. You send money to your parents, pay off their debt in one click. You fund something sacred, maybe a school, a shelter, a cause only your soul knows about. You walk into the dealership, nod at the black car with no price tag, and say, "I'll take it. Now breathe." Feel that certainty in your chest. That's not fantasy. That's memory from the future. When the body begins to believe, the universe begins to deliver. Your job isn't to figure out how the money will arrive. Your job is to embody the man who already has it. The version of you who holds 50 mamelos. He doesn't panic when bills come. He doesn't talk about what he can't afford. He doesn't flinch at luxury because it's normal now. You want to make wealth real? Normalize it, feel it, wear it, sit in it. Become too rich in energy to stay broke in results. The final section, that's where we lock this in permanently. Are you ready, dear soul? Dear soul, this is the moment it becomes unchangeable. This is the place where you stop waiting and begin ruling, not like a king wearing borrowed gold, but like a sovereign who realizes, I am the gold. Everything you've just heard, every phrase, every breath, every visual, it wasn't fantasy. It was a summons, a remembrance, a decoding of your original blueprint before the world trained you to play small. The man you've always been, the one who walks in wealth before wealth walks in. He's not out there. He's not someday. He's now, and he's you. Genevieve Behrend said, imagination is the most powerful force of creation because it is the preview of life's coming attractions. But here's the part most people miss. You're not imagining for fun. You're imagining to install, to construct a permanent template that reality must obey. So speak with me, out loud. Don't just whisper, declare. I am no longer available for lack. $50 million is not a miracle. It is my minimum. The universe is my silent partner, and we are now in perfect agreement. Say it again, slower. Let your chest expand. Let the cells in your body register it as law. This is your new default. This is your new normal. There's no going back now. The old version of you, the one who worried, doubted, hesitated, he's already dissolving. And the new you, the one who commands, magnetizes, receives, he just took over. You'll feel the shift in how people look at you. You'll notice unexpected money showing up. You'll sense doors opening that were never there before. Why? Because your internal broadcast has changed. And the universe, it doesn't speak English. It speaks frequency. And yours now says, I am wealthy. I am ready. I am that man. Dear soul, if you ever forget, replay this. Not for the words, but for the mirror. Because this message didn't come from me. It came from your future self, reaching through. GH time to remind you of who you truly are. So comment one final time to anchor it fully. It's already mine. I command it. I receive it. Comment it now and walk forward like the man who cannot be denied. This is not motivation. This is your awakening. And $50,000 is already on its way.